the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 7, Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. On play action, now Brady. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 58, come on.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succa. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Moore now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Darnold on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
On 2nd and 9, Brady looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Powering his way forward, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001, following the attacks on September 11th.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down. Throwing now is Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Suckham. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
These two teams all tied after one. Now it's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first down throw, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point try now for Suckham. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, Are you a little more cautious this go-around? And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Here's a give to Jones running left. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 41, Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Touchdown, Carolina.
So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. First down and much more here for Jones. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. More now on the return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Darnold. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun now for Brady. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here we go. All day. Defense all day.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. This one to Bourne out on the left side. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Darnold. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Darnold down to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with McCaffrey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Brady. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this throw incomplete. Have a defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little... short, and he didn't get there. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 156 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. Brady going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Darnold.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold, he's going to look deep for more. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Darnold. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Darnold's throw is caught here by Anderson.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
7 yards to pick up there. second down and 3. Darnold to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. A couple of former Jets. Darnold to Anderson. First down, Carolina. Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now Darnold.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay,
a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Carolina,
they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.
And with some high picks coming in this spring.